I am now joined by Josh Jamieson, the Director of Basketball Operations at the University of Oregon. You guys just got back from South Korea a little over 24 hours ago, played Georgetown in the season opener. First of all, you guys were there for multiple days and interacted a lot with the troops. How much did you interact with the troops, and what was the most fulfilling part for you and for the guys to be able to be with the troops on Camp Humphreys?
Well, we stayed right on base. We stayed in the base hotel, and so there was a good opportunity to meet and interact with quite a few troops. That we see their training as they're walking by, things like that. And then once we got settled on Thursday, we did spend some time with them. You know, we had a kids clinic for the kids of the troops. We did that on Thursday night, and then on Friday we had an opportunity to spend a lot of time with them. We served them a meal, we had a meet and greet. So our guys definitely had a good chance to spend some time and to meet with some of those troops.
What was the reaction? What did you see from the team, from the players, when interacting with the troops? An experience I imagine that most of them haven't had before.
They haven't, and it's really neat to see because a lot of these troops are of the same age as our players, or some of them even younger, and to see them able to bring a lot of happiness to the troops. It meant a lot to Camp Humphreys and to all the troops that were there to meet our guys and to interact with them, and we found that special and very humbling. We didn't think that we were the big deal. We thought that they were, and they thought the other way around. So the guys got a great chance to get a feel for what their day-to-day lives might be like. Obviously not the training and combat. I would have liked to have seen them in some of those situations, but certainly, you know, just their day-to-day, how they lived, how they ate, how they moved around, and just what it's like to be in a foreign country and serving the country.
A trip, I imagine, filled with many moments that stand out and that'll last for a long time. Is there one in particular that you think it stands out above the rest as maybe the most special moment of the trip? Well,
one of the real goosebump moments was the national anthem. And before the game, we were able to go out on the floor and to see the entire gym filled, including the standing room only sections above. And I thought ESPN really captured the moment well, going back and watching it, because it was special. And the national anthem, whereas if you go to a game at Matthew Knight or you go to a game at Autzen, there's obviously crowd noise and other things during the anthem. And at Camp Humphreys, you could have heard a pin drop, because they marched the troops out to bring the flags to the center of the court, and then when they started singing the national anthem, I mean, there was not a noise in the building, and people really paid honor to the flag. And these are people that are fighting for the freedom and for the flag, and so it was especially special to be in that moment with them, and so that really stood out. And then post-game with the troops, you know, we had prepared to give our jerseys to the troops as a way to say thank you, and just to see them mob our players and really want to interact and take pictures and have conversations and, you know, kind of experience a little bit of home was really neat.
You guys won the game, which is obviously the main goal of the trip, beating a Georgetown team that was a 2 seed last year in the NCAA tournament, doing it without Dominic Artis and Ben Carter, who were suspended now for 9 games. A great way to start the season for you guys. Where does this win take you now moving forward in the season?
Well, it was absolutely a good win, and we take it a game at a time like anybody does. And so for us, the objective when we left, in addition to valuing the experience, was to go and get a win. And that was a very good Georgetown team. It got lost in the mix that they had 4 of their 5 starters back, and really were, you know, picked in the top 1, 2, or 3 in the Big East. So it was a great win for us to get, like you said, down a couple bodies, but I know in spirit they were there with us. And so we definitely can build off of this victory, but we know that it's one win, you know, and it's a long season. And so while it's a good win, Coach last night, when he addressed the guys before they went home, reiterated the idea that, hey, this is not, you know, 10 wins, this is not 20 wins, this is one win, and it's a place to build from.
Josh Jamieson, thanks for joining us on Sunday Sports Extra. Next chance to get a win Wednesday night. Oregon's home opener, Western Carolina, comes to Matt Knight Arena, and 8 o'clock tip-off on Wednesday.